Chapter 1, Development. In this particular video, we are going to cover this chapter. So we'll start with the introduction. So the idea of development is always present in our minds. It might vary from person to person, but the desire and the goals of development are always there in us. Like your desire, what do you want to do, what you like to do, and how we want to live is our desires or goal of development. Like different people have different development goals. For example, a girl who belongs to a rich family, she might have different development goals. Like she wants to get freedom as much as her brother enjoyed. And she also wants to decide what she want to do in her future, so she is able to pursue her studies in abroad or something like that. So we can say that this rich girl also want freedom or also wants some rights to do things in her future. So this is her development goal. So to conclude the definition of development, we can say development promise a real growth by enhancing total income and the standard of living of a particular person. Money is the basic need of people, and to fulfill their daily requirements, making money or income is very important. So, they want regular wages, good income, and the best price for their goods and products that they sell. Through money, one can buy materialistic things, but at the same time, the non materialistic things such as freedom, security, respect, treatment are also important to maintain a quality of life. So we can say that people want more income or money or the material things that one can buy with it. It is one of the factors on which our life depends. However, the quality of our life also depends on non material things such as freedom, respect, security, and so on. So, for the development, people look at a mix of goals. The development goals are not only about better income but also about other important things in life. Now, the next topic is national development. So, the national development refers to the ability of the nation to improve the standard of living of all the citizens of that particular country. So there are various factors to measure the improvement like the per capita income, gross domestic product, literacy rate, and the availability of health. So we can say that on a national scale, development is associated with overall improvement on all people's life. The idea looks into the progress of the system as a whole for the benefit of the people, but also different people have different development goals. Now the question is how to compare different countries or states. So on the basis of per capita income, we can compare different countries or states. We can't take national income as a criteria to compare different countries because each country has different population rate. So per capita income is calculated by dividing the total income of the country to the total population of that particular country. Per capita income of a country gives us idea about the standard of living of the citizen of that particular country. So we can say that a country with higher per capita income is more developed than the others with a less per capita income. Or in simple terms, we can say income is an important criteria to compare countries or states. Countries with higher income are considered as developed countries than the countries which are having the lower income. The income of the country is all about the income of the citizen of that particular country. The World Development Report divided or classified the countries on the basis of per capita income. So the countries with per capita income of US dollar 12,056 per annum are considered rich countries, whereas countries with the per capita income of US dollar 955 or less are considered low income countries. So the example of low income country is India. There are other criteria also to define a country is developed or not. So to achieve a specific goal, people want to earn more and want respect from others, the security of their lives and freedom. If the per capita income is considered for the country's development, Goa is considered the most developed and Bihar is considered the least developed state. The net attendance ratio is also one of the measures of development. So it is defined as the total number of the children from the age group of 14 years attending the schools from the total percentage of children in the same age group. There is one more criteria, that is literacy rate. It is defined as the total number of the people above 7 years who can write, read and understand. A state is considered to be developed if the literacy rate will be high. In India, like Kerala has the highest literacy rate. Next criteria is infant mortality rate. It is the number of the children that die before attaining 1 year of age as the proportion of 1,000 live births in a year. It indicates the development of the health facility in a country. In India, Kerala has the lowest infant mortality rate while Bihar has the highest. Now, the next topic is public facilities. Besides the average income of a country, public facilities also play an important role in the development of a nation. These are the facilities which are provided by the government to the resident of a particular country, like schools, hospitals, educational centers, transportation, electricity, residence, community halls, and so on. As we know, Punjab has more income than the average person in Kerala, but still, Kerala has a low infant mortality rate because of the public facilities available there, like public distribution system which provides health and the nutritional status to the state. We need public facility because we are not able to purchase everything by money. We can't be able to buy pollution free environment with the help of money. So for this we need the services which are given by the government or the facilities which are provided by the government to the citizens of that particular country. This one more measure to identify the population of that particular country is nourished or not. This measure is known as body mass index. It is also known as BMI. It is one way to find out the population of a country is nourished or undernourished or malnourished. It is calculated by dividing the weight of the person in kg by the square of the height in meters. If the figure obtained is less than 18.5, it is said that the person would be considered undernourished. Whereas if the BMI is more than 25, then the person is considered overweight. Now we'll understand the concept of sustainable development. Sustainable development refers to the development in a country which is done without harming the environment. It is referred to a process of development that mutually satisfies the needs of the present generation of the society without compromising the needs of the future generation.